G'day everyone, it's Dan here, and over the next 7 days we have got an epic adventure. What we're going to be doing is we're going to cross 3 states, head to the furthest southern point of Tasmania, and what we're going to do is we're going to be looking for Nick Sallese. Nick went missing on November 2008, where he and his silver Toyota Camry were last seen. So what we're going to do is we're going to be going up rivers, we're going to be scanning all these different areas, all the boat ramps that we can find, and see if we can find him. So come and join me as we go search for Nicola Sallese. So we're going to start our search. So poor Nick, we're looking for a Toyota Camry, license plate number Foxtrot Hotel 2973. So our plan is to go first to Kingfish Beach Road at Southport at the boat ramp. Then we're going to try the Tune River Bridge boat ramp. We've got the Esperance River at Dover, the Ramina Bridge, Dover Boat Ramp, Bayview Road, Whale Point Road Bridge, and we've got the Surveyor's Boat Ramp. There's a shadow actually in the water off to the right when you look on Google Earth. Then we're going to try the Hume Highway across of Arthur Street near the Yacht Club Boat Ramp. We've got the Meredith Street dead end. Now that actually goes straight into the water, that end of that street, so we're going to check around that. We've got the Franklin Camping Ground on the Hume River and up to Clark's Riverlet. Then we've got the Hume Highway Bridge, and then we've also got another male that we're looking for, Dale Nicholson. So we're going to go up and see how we're going for time and have a look around the Millbrook Rise boat ramp and see where we go from there. So we've got all the maps printed off ready to go, and I spent a fair bit of time trying to research. But this is our first spot. This boat ramp here was only maybe 2 kilometres away from where Nick was last seen. So that is our starting point. So tomorrow we're getting on the boat in at Melbourne. So we're in Victoria now. We've just got a couple of hours drive down to the port, and then we'll hop on the ferry that takes you over to Launceston in Hobart. Then we're going to drive all the way down to the bottom of Hobart and see where we go. Alright guys, let's go see if we can find him. Cheers. Coming into Melbourne. Good morning everyone, we've managed to make it off the boat. This is day 3 and we've just arrived in Tasmania. So we've come quite a long way. Now we're heading to the very southern point of Tasmania to a little town called Southport. This is where he was last seen. So I'm going to meet Jason, his son, at Hobart, have a quick chat to him there, and then we'll go down. Let's go. G'day Jace.
G'day mate, how you going?
How are you?
Yeah, good mate.
Mate, I've been on a bit of a journey now, over 1,000 kilometres, 3 states to get here. Now we're here to help you. We're going to use our sonar technology to scan the rivers and a couple of spots.
Yeah.
Can you please just tell me a little bit about your story so far?
Well, my dad's Nicola Sallese, as you know.
Yep.
And my brother and I have been looking for him for about 13 and a half years.
Yeah.
He went missing back in 2008 in November, and basically there hasn't been a lot of sightings. This one's a good one that we having a look at today.
And that's why we're here in this particular spot, because there was a tourist.
Yep. We found it quite credible just because there was a lot of information that we didn't put out to the public that was in this statement, you know, like where I lived and where this person was trying to get to just happened to be where I live as well. And
what was the description of the person they saw?
Very strong Italian accent.
Does Dad have a strong Italian accent?
Very strong Italian accent.
Yep.
Yeah, and the clothes he was wearing. And about the only thing that this tourist didn't get was the rego of the car. Said it was a Camry, which my dad had.
Okay. So Dad's been missing since November 2008.
Yep.
Him and his Camry have not been seen since.
No. So
now,
we're hoping that we find a car and we might.
Now he didn't have a mobile phone, did he?
No,
so
he didn't.
We can't use mobile phone technology.
No.
Did he have a credit card or a savings card?
He did, but they've been unused since he went missing, or a couple of days before he went missing. So.
Okay. So there's no kind of indication that he's just driven off to another life.
No, none at all. Bank accounts haven't been touched. So.
Now, how old was Dad?
69 at the time that he went missing.
Yep, and he had a few health issues.
Just been diagnosed with early-onset dementia.
Yep.
And we're basically in the process of downscaling the size of his house and putting everything in, you know, process for someone that's got dementia.
Yep.
When he went missing, so we sort of, it was all new to us, and he'd been to doctors and they were medicating him and stuff, or going to medicate him, and yeah, we just didn't get there.
Oh, okay. So we've got a bit of a plan. I've been studying the maps pretty thickly for a long time now, since you contacted me about a month ago.
Yep.
I was up in Queensland and I pretty much got straight on and started having a look. So our first picture here is we've got the public toilets, which is here.
Yep.
This is where we believe he was last seen. So it wasn't the technically the last sighting because we couldn't confirm it.
Yep.
But everything pointed to here.
Absolutely.
Down the road, down this way, there's a boat ramp, isn't there?
Yep. Yeah, not far away.
That's going to be our first stop tonight. We're going to stop there and search that. Then we've got a heap of other spots. So we're going to start Kingfish Bay Beach Road.
Yep.
That's what we're on now.
Yep.
And then we've got the boat ramp here at the end.
That's it.
Then, if we have no luck here, we've got what's called the Loon River, and there's a little bridge there, and a little boat ramp. Yep. So we're going to try that too, because it's really dark water, like tea tree oil.
Yeah, it is very dark.
Really dark.
On the way down, there's a lot of dark rivers and.
Yeah, there was a couple of dams that I saw on the way through too. I've got no fences, and they're right on the edge of the water.
Esperance River, there was a bridge, but
Esperance River,
either side as well. There's a lot of places.
Esperance River is on my list.
Between here and Huonville.
So what have we got? We've got, so far, 12 spots to check.
Yep.
So we're going to go through all of them. We're going to be very methodical, check them all. The only thing I really don't like about this particular spot is because it's got a lot of sand moving around.
Yep.
The car's been buried under the sand. We're not going to be able to pick it up on sonar.
Yep.
But we're going to do our best and see what we can go. And
each
spot we check, at least we can go say, yep, it's definitely checked there. There's absolutely nothing that we can see there. On to the next. And that's going to be a process. So if we don't make any finds on this trip, I'm definitely going to come back, mate, until we do. Yeah. Okay?
Thank you.
Righto, let's head down to the boat ramp and unload all this gear.
Well, here we go.
Righto.
Thank you.
3.8 metres deep, barely undulating bottom, very little debris at all. We're coming up in line with the boat ramp. We'll just keep on going over this area a dozen times or so. It's certainly deep enough for a car to be hiding here, Jace. 3.9 now.
Definitely.
Right, Jason, this is our second search area today. It is on the Loon River. Now, the water, that is very nasty looking, dark, dirty water. So, no idea how deep this is, but I guess we're about to find out. All right, mate, let's go. very, very shallow, only a metre deep, 0.9. Bit of weed. Should be able to see the bridge pillars coming up. But definitely not deep enough for a car. So there's the bridge pillar. Alright Jace, we've come to the end of day 3. We tried our first spot, the boat ramp. That was certainly deep enough. It was down to 4.2 metres. Definitely deep enough. Definitely deep enough, but it was pretty much a sandy bottom. A few little bits of weed, but definitely no hint of any kind of vehicle at all. We then have travelled to Balloon River. Near Hamilton. Right where we are now.
Hastings.
Hastings, yep.
That's the one.
Towards Hastings Caves. It's actually really nice hot springs and that down there.
Yeah, not just wet, not hot where we are.
Not hot. This water was freezing. This river is like a tea tree coloured oil, tea tree coloured. Yeah, so you couldn't see more than a couple of inches. Yeah. So it looked really deep because it's quite a wide little river. But it was, I think maximum depth was 1.2.
Very deceptive.
Very, very shallow. So that's out of the thing. So now, Esperance River is our next stop. We actually crossed that on the way here. So this bridge is a place I want to check underneath there. To get there though, we actually have to start further down. And we actually have to, that's the Esperance River there. So I think we're going to go in at Dover and go all the way along up the river, because it didn't look like there was any real boat ramps or anything here. You've got like a yacht club or something there?
Yeah, there is like a bit of a wharf there, I'm not really sure. So I'm guessing it's quite deep through there.
Yeah, well we can have a look to see. There's one spot in the fence line, like you could actually get a car through if something had gone wrong.
The bridge has railings, but there's gaps.
Yeah, there are gaps.
From the road.
So we need to test all that and check all underneath there. Yep. And that area will be clear. Okay. That's it. But we're going to set up camp for tonight. We've still got plenty of other places to look out. So there's a Dover boat ramp. Yep. That's actually not that far to chuck along. So
Dover's not that far.
It's nice and safe to put in here.
Yep.
And then follow it along. And we want to check around this boat ramp as well.
Yep.
Righto, day 4 tomorrow.
That's it.
Well, at least we've managed to rule out 2 spots for you.
Well, that's it. There's another 2 that we know are clear. So that's 2 more that we know of. 2 more we don't have to check again.
Yeah. Now, when your dad went missing, the police did do air and land searches.
Yeah, minimal. The family pretty much paid for helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft, so we've done, but we concentrated pretty much up on the northwest coast.
Right.
And this was before we got this sighting down here at Southport, so we concentrated up on the northwest coast of Tasmania with our aerial searches. When this sighting, we learnt about it, we basically said to the police, could we get it checked? And they did do a check, but they left from Hobart Airport and were back at Hobart Airport within the hour, so they only were up in the air for an hour, and to get down here and back, they obviously didn't have a lot of time down here. So
as far as you know, there's been no water searches at all?
There might have been a couple where they've gone and had a look at some waterways, but I haven't seen any information as regards to...
So as far as you know, this is the first kind of water search that we've been doing?
Yeah, I think they did something up at the Savannah Dam up on the northwest coast, but I don't actually think they entered the water. So.
All right. Well, tomorrow's a new day.